Good morning, Booktube. It is currently 8:11 in the morning on July 24th, and that means it is officially time for the Booktube-A-Thon to start for me. I apologize for any background noise and babbling, but because it is, 8 o'clock in the morning, I have a little boy who is awake, and he is insisting that we watch Cars. I can't turn the volume down because he just gets really loud. So anyway, I was going to try and stay up for the midnight to get a clip of it turning over to midnight for you, but at about 11:30 I fell asleep with the book that I was reading on me because I was trying to finish it before the readathon started so that I could have a fresh slate for Booktube-A-Thon, and I failed. Obviously, I fell asleep. So my first read for Booktube-A-Thon, which I'm gonna go ahead and start up here in a second, is I'm going to try and finish Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. So I'm gonna try and finish this. I'm on page about 119, and I think there's 187 pages in this whole thing. So I can definitely finish this like in an hour or two. However long it takes while I'm taking care of my child. But I can definitely finish this, and then I can start a new book for the Booktube-A-Thon. Maybe something that was on my TBR, but probably not, because let's be real, I made the TBR video and then immediately changed almost everything on it. So yeah, TBR video is probably no longer accurate. Sorry about that. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and get reading while my little one is distracted with his toys. And okay, I'll just see you later. Bye. So it's now about 11:30, and I just finished Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. So I read about 68 pages of this. So I'm 68 pages into the Booktube-A-Thon. I didn't read this very quickly as I had hoped. Obviously, it took me a couple hours, but if you don't have kids, it's really hard to read with a toddler. So I'm not surprised it took me such a long time, but now hopefully I'm going to be able to move on to an audiobook. I think I had started reading Caraval by, I think Stephanie Garber is the author of that, last night, and I'm only like 2 chapters in. So I'm gonna continue to listen to the audiobook of that, and like I said, I'm so straying from my TBR. Caraval, I think, is now going to count for my hyped book. So I will hopefully finish Caraval today as well, and then have a challenge done. And my goal is to try and complete 1 challenge a day. Hopefully gonna be completing a hyped book with Caraval. So I'm going to make myself some lunch and listen to Caraval, and I will check back with you guys probably when my kiddo goes down for a nap. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, so it is now 2:25. I've listened to about 72 pages of Caraval, and my little one is now down for a nap, which means that I am going to try and get my reading outdoors challenge done. If you can't tell, I'm outside. Today is probably the nicest day this week. It is not too hot, it's not too humid, and it's not raining. It has been raining, like we had really bad storms yesterday, and so it's not raining, and so it's supposed to rain the rest of this week. So I figure I'm going to go ahead and try and complete the Read Outdoors Challenge today. So if you saw my TBR video, you saw that I had intended to read Because You Love to Hate Me entirely outdoors, because it's an anthology. I could read some short stories, but that was when the weather was supposed to be nice. Now that the weather is supposed to not be so nice, I've changed it. Shocker. Now I'm still gonna try to read Because You Love to Hate Me. I'm just not going to do it outside. I'm just going to do it indoors. So instead, I got a graphic novel from the library, and I got Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. And this is a short little graphic novel. I should be able to read it probably in about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I will have completed the Read a Book Entirely Outdoors challenge. So I'm gonna try and get this done while I'm out here and get it done quickly so that I can go back inside and not, you know, overheat or anything like that. So I'm gonna get this done hopefully very quickly, and then we'll be inside. I have my book, I have some iced coffee, and if you can see her over there, I have my puppy outside with us. So I'm gonna try and get this done, and I will check back in with you guys when I am done with Descender, let you know what I thought, and when I am back in the house again. So bye. So I just finished reading Descender completely outside, so that is one challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon complete. So as I was saying, outside I finished Descender. This was really good. I actually have the second one on hold at our library and I haven't picked it up yet. So I think that maybe what I do this afternoon after Rye wakes up is I might go and pick up the second one so that I can read it very soon. Now technically I did read this in a day, but I'm not going to count this for that challenge. I'm just counting this one for the Finish a Book Completely Outdoors challenge, and I will use a different book for the Finish a Book in 1 Day challenge. Yeah, 2 books done for the Booktube-A-Thon. And like I said, I don't know my exact page count at the moment, but it'll be in one of these corners. So I don't know which. Probably this one. But yeah, now that that is done, I am going to listen to some more Caraval, and I think I'm going to play some Stardew Valley while I wait for my kid to wake up. So I will talk to you guys later on this evening. Bye. So it is about 9:47 and I think the last clip you saw, I had just come in from reading Descender and I was going to listen to Caraval while I played Stardew Valley. That didn't happen. I fell asleep. I took a nap. So after I took a nap, I ended up deciding to pick up 26 Kisses by Anna Michaels. I am about 28 pages into this, so about 3 chapters. I'm not liking it so much. The main character is really annoying and frustrating to me, just for various reasons. But I'm going to try and stick out this book as much as possible because I do, while this copy is a library book, I do have a copy of it as a Kindle book, so I feel like I need to read it because I do own it. This is probably the last clip I'm gonna film for today because even though it's only like 10 o'clock, I am sleepy and I'm not going to like make myself stay up late. It's day 1. I finished 2 books today. I finished a challenge today. I feel like we've done pretty good. So I'm not going to make myself stay up. I am going to read some more before I go to bed, but I wanted to get this video uploaded tonight before I go to bed. So I figured I would go ahead and just wrap up this video here. As you can tell, I'm not doing the challenge today. I had intended to, and it just never got filmed. So I'm not doing the challenge today, but I'm going to try to maybe do some of the other challenges. If you saw my TBR, you will know that I am refusing to do challenges that involve acting, singing, or dancing just because it's not my style. So that is going to be it for this vlog. I don't have my stats off the top of my head, but they are in a box somewhere on the screen now. So I know I did really good. I finished 1 challenge. I read 2 books. I don't know how many pages that comes out to with the audiobook and the 28 pages of this, but I mean, you guys can see it. It's here somewhere. So yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.